Hey everyone, Adam Malamut back here with Adam's Picks. We're rolling into week 4 of the NFL season. Week 3, I didn't get the result I got in week 2. We didn't do picks in week 1, but look, we're 13-7 overall. 13-7. Last week I went 5-5, and what killed me was that Detroit over under. So I did a parlay, and the Detroit over-under is what got me, kept me from going 6-4, but a mediocre 500, 5-5. So after an 8-2 start, we're looking to regain momentum, and I'm looking to show you that I'm just as good as any one of these pros out there. So here we go with Adam's Picks. We're going to rip them. Ready? The first one is going to be a parlay. I said I wasn't going to come back to a parlay, but this week I'm doing 2 parlays. 2 parlays. Pay attention to me. You're going to make money. 2 parlays. The first one, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I did an alternative spread. We are giving the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Buffalo Bills 20.5 points. We are also doing an alternative total for the points, and we're teasing that down. We're bringing it down to 38.5. So that parlay pays minus 279. I know it's a lot of money to give up, but if you take and parlay a few of my picks together, I'm telling you that Jacksonville Jaguars plus 20.5 and the over 38.5, that's a winner. The next pick is going to be another parlay. And this is what I think is going to be the game of the week. That's the Dallas Cowgirls versus the San Francisco 49ers, the only remaining unbeaten team other than my Philadelphia Eagles. So what we're going to do on this parlay is we are not going to believe that the Dallas Cowboys are as good as they showed this past week. We are not going to believe that these teams are going to run the score up. We're going to look at this as under 45, which is the total points. And we're going to take the money line on the San Francisco 49ers. The money line on the Niners, we're going to parlay that with under 45, and that gives you a plus 166. You see what I'm doing there? The first one, we got a minus. The second one, we got a plus. You parlay the 2 of them together. You got 4 things that have to happen. If they do, you're making money. Our next pick is going to be, ready for this? Drum roll, please. The Houston Texans. We're going to take the money line over the Atlanta Falcons. The Texans are a slight underdog. The Atlanta Falcons have my man, Bijan Robinson, who I still think could be offensive rookie of the year, but he's going to be battling the front runner for offensive rookie of the year, CJ Stroud. I don't believe that the Falcons defense is good enough to contain Stroud. I don't think that the Falcons offense is good enough to go against DeMeco Ryans defense. Keep in mind, DeMeco Ryans was a beast of a linebacker. So for that game, we're going straight up when it's a 1.5, 2 points, something like that. I don't want the points. I want the money line. So I'm taking the Houston Texans as the slight underdog, plus 108. The next one, guys, you got to bet a lot of money to make a lot of money on this. But I'm going straight up on the money line, Detroit Lions over the Carolina Panthers. The battle of the basement would be the Carolina Panthers against the New York Giants. Those are going to be the 2 worst teams in professional football, maybe professional sports this year. There's a half a dozen college teams that would beat either one of them. Carolina Panthers cannot beat the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions, unfortunately, we're laying a lot on this. It's minus 450. But wait till you see how I bring this back around at the end. I got a special treat for you. Indianapolis Colts versus the Tennessee Titans. Colts are at home. Jonathan Taylor looks like he might be playing. It's week 4. He's off the PUP list. And if Jonathan Taylor comes back and plays, I think you're going to have two of the best running backs in the league facing one another. Conventional wisdom for me would say probably take the under. Instead, I'm going to take the Colts. I think they have a lot to prove. And I think Jonathan Taylor, if he plays, and this is still an early prediction, but if he plays, he's going to have a lot to come out and prove because he wants that big contract. Indianapolis Colts minus 102, take the money line. The next one's puzzling. So I've talked the last 2 weeks about what the odds makers want you to do. And you always go the other direction. So the Baltimore Ravens are giving 4 points to the Steelers. The Baltimore Ravens should be like a 7 or 8 point favorite. However, they're playing in Pittsburgh. It's a division rivalry, and the Steelers always play the Ravens tough. That being said, traditionally, I would tell you, you've got to take the Steelers. But that's not the case here because I think the Steelers are an up-and-coming team. I think they're only getting better, but I don't think they're ready to beat the Ravens. I'll lay the 4 points. It's minus 110. I'm all over the Ravens on this. All right. The next one, again, this is a no-brainer to me. It's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Minnesota Vikings. Guys, minus 200. Are you kidding me? Look, for every $100, you're going to win $50. But it's the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to destroy the Vikings. Kansas City Chiefs on the money line. The last one, our last pick for the week, is the Denver Broncos at home facing the New York Jets. The New York Jets, conventional wisdom tells you the Broncos should win. The Broncos suck. The New York Jets are going to win this game. I take the Jets. I take the money line. Now, if you take all of these together, guys, and you say, I'm going to do some crazy Adam parlay. I'm going to do a 10-team parlay where everything has got to hit. The odds are plus 10,777. I'm not recommending that you gamble. It's terrible. Don't gamble. But if you were to gamble, and if you were to say, hey, I'm going to trust that Adam could go 10-0 one of these weeks, if you bet $10 on this, just $10, you're going to win over $1,000. You bet $100, you're going to win $10,000. I'm not saying to take the parlay, but you've got my 10 picks. Week 2, I went 8-2. Week 3, I went 5-5. We're now 13-7. It's my opportunity to turn it around. It's my turn to prove that I can pick better than the pros. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week. And let's check my record then. You're welcome. Have a great day. Have a great week. Thanks, guys.